Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sprinter. Number 8. The Hosts. The hosts were originally designed as robotic entities that could mimic humanity. However, as the years went on, these androids were developed to be closer to real people than ever. Whereas they might have been very basic early in their development, they can now be mistaken to be alive. And that very idea is what leads the plot twist early in the show. However, what should be noted is that the hosts are not indestructible. They can be repaired and their consciousness lives on. However, at the start of the show, they are very much controlled by outside forces and unaware of their fake existence, which is very important to know going into the series. Number 7. The original film. Fans of classic science fiction movies might be well aware that Westworld was actually a film. The original plot of that production might partially influence the TV show, but they are in no way part of the same continuity. The parks are different, as are the characters. Of course, there are some homages to the movie in the background of some scenes. The original gunslinger himself can actually be found in a few scenes, but new viewers do not have to worry about watching this movie first. The robots themselves in the first Westworld are far behind their development in comparison to the current hosts. Number 6. The spin-off TV show. Westworld, the film, wasn't the only time that this property has been developed on the screen. In fact, there was another TV show that Westworld fans might want to check out, set within the same Westworld brand. Beyond Westworld was very different in its premise. However, this was essentially about the behind the scenes of the park and how everything was run. It was from a business and technology perspective and focused on the company's manipulation of their assets, not the guests or the host. This series has gone on to influence modern Westworld and all of its backstage drama alongside its menacing plot, but is not part of the continuity. Number 5. Complex twists. There are so many huge twists and turns in Westworld that newcomers need to know that this is the kind of show they have to concentrate on. The narrative isn't straightforward, and some viewers have dropped out of watching because of how bizarre it can get. Humans and hosts can sometimes be mistaken for one another, and the secrets of the park can be tough to keep up with. Ultimately, it's best to watch the early seasons in a bit more of a binge setting to keep everything fresh in the mind. There are also plenty of useful online resources that break down exactly what's happening for those that got lost in the shuffle. Number 4. Timeline changes. Narrative twists are one aspect of the show to comprehend, but another to contend with is the timeline shifts. In fact, the continuity of the show can be incredibly confusing. There are no spoilers here, just important advice in regards to the timelines. Time is absolutely a factor here, and the storytelling isn't linear. It's important to look out for some key indicators of what's happening when, so that when the show jumps to a different time, it's easier to understand. Westworld tracks the park from its earliest days right up until the far future. Number 3. Clues and Easter eggs. Easter eggs, clues, and symbols are hidden throughout Westworld. The answer to precarious questions can often be found in plain sight. Viewers should always be paying attention, therefore, to the various hints that the showrunners have deliberately left behind. The symbol of the maze is a great place to start and will continue to pop up throughout the show. The same can be said for the flies, which surprisingly have quite an important role to play later down the line. These tiny inclusions can make all the difference to the story and thus should be looked out for. Number 2. Wider parks. There are plenty of facts even hardcore fans don't know about Westworld, but one aspect that has continued to remain a mystery is how many parks there actually are. Westworld itself isn't the only attraction that Delos has created for guests to visit. It extends far beyond that. New fans should know that across the course of the seasons, they will see numerous different parks, from the Raj, a park based upon India during the British occupation, to Shogun World, which is centered on feudal Japan. Others have been teased like a fantasy world, but not yet seen. Number 1. No end in sight. Right now, it looks as if Westworld is going to continue. Viewers who are about to get into the show and are worried about an abrupt conclusion shouldn't be alarmed. The show is currently on its 4th season, and it appears as if it will get renewed at least for a 5th. The creative team behind the show features well-known names including Jonathan Nolan, and some of the cast members like Thandie Newton and Anthony Hopkins are absolutely huge in terms of their stardom. It would be incredibly unlikely for HBO not to give this a satisfying end, considering it is premium television on the scale of Game of Thrones. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.